Hi, good morning. I'm Andy Pisapia, native New Yorker living in Queens. I'm repped by Brilliant Talent Management. Amity Bryson is my agent. I have a couple of stories to tell you. Um, the first one happened to me about, I'm going to say maybe 10 years ago. I'm driving in a quasi snowstorm, okay? Honestly, truth, to go to the department store. Forget it. Like I was desperate for this particular item. Anyway, I'm driving on the service road of the LIE. And the LIE, once it gets like right before Nassau County, is the northern state, like right on the other side of it. They run parallel. So I'm driving and I have an SUV, and all of a sudden, I guess I was driving fast. Not I guess. The truth is I was driving fast. And the truck hydroplanes. It hydroplanes and goes through the expressway fence. Like I'm driving all the way to the left because I got out the exit. I'm on the service lane, and the car goes through the fence, and it starts hitting tree. And I'm not talking redwood trees. I'm talking about, but they were trees. They were trees. And the car stops, and I didn't even know if I was alive. I gotta be honest with you. I was not sure if I was alive or dead. I was afraid to open up my eyes. I was literally petrified, stiff in my chair and in the seat, and I couldn't move. I couldn't take my foot. I must have nailed the brake, and I was afraid to take my foot off the brake. I was literally afraid to move, and I just stayed there. In the back, I could hear people screaming. I didn't know what, I did not know what the situation was. I opened my eyes and I looked, and I'm looking right away, for blood or anything else. Nothing. Okay. But still, I'm scared to move. I just, only thing I did was open my eyes, but I was so scared. And after a while, at the door comes a face, and it is somebody from EMS, FDNY, and I just burst out hysterical crying. I said, I'm afraid. Am I okay? What's going on? I don't know. I don't remember what this gentleman said to me, but I knew when I saw him that I was safe. Really, I knew that I was safe in that moment. The car was a disaster and everything else. And what they told me was, if that car had kept on going, I would have gone straight through and either hit a huge tree, which was right in front of the car, which would have probably killed me, or if I would have kept going, I would have gone right into oncoming traffic, sideways, through this narrow section. So scary. It's so scary. And that man made me realize, girl, you're okay. You're going to be all right. There's no blood. There's nothing. And I just, wow. Another story. Thank you, EMS, for helping me right there. Another story, and I don't usually insert myself into other people's business. However, this one particular night, there were these two young fellas by Astoria Park, and it was late at night, and I used to like to go down there and just kind of just chill out, alone, super peaceful, super serene down there. But this night was different. And they're fighting, but it's really escalating, and I just knew it could go either direction at any given moment. So I decide let me try to help these kids. I walk over like I think I'm like, boss lady or something. Hey, oh, hold it. Excuse me. And I just like walk through because the crowd is starting to appear. And I don't mean a crowd, but it's like the family, the girlfriend with the baby, the grandmother, like all these people are starting to appear. And emotions are starting to go. And that's like the worst thing that can happen in a situation like this. One word borrows another and kaboom. And I was trying to help diffuse it. And for some quick reason, it just so happened, myself and this young man locked eyes. And I thought, okay, I'm going to be able to help this kid. I walked over and I said to him, look, you know what? You see right across that water? Now, these are Astoria apartments. I think they're Marine Terrace or whatever. They're literally right at the end across from Con Ed by Astoria Park, and it's water there, and on the other side of the water is Rikers Island. I said to the kid, you really, really need to stop. Like instead of all the yelling and screaming, I went up to him and I was like almost whispering, so he had to like kind of strain to listen. The bottom line is, I walked the kid over to the sewer, and he dropped the knife in the sewer, and everything was good. And the EMS that were there, I be honest, I think I lied and I said, listen, that's my nephew. I'm just talking to him a minute, and they were good about it. They didn't try to take over the situation, or they didn't try to I said to them, listen, that's my nephew. I want to help him. And they trusted what I said. They trusted what I said, and they were right there. And I guess they saw that I was able to help. And it made me feel like $1 million to be able to just not save somebody's life, but help somebody from not destroying their life in that moment, The men and women that serve and protect New York City, you can't beat it. You just can't beat it. You don't see the love. You don't see the care. You don't see... A friend of mine, was a cop in Central Park, and Anthony, and he used to bring some of his winter coats to some of the people that, didn't have. That's the things that you don't see. And I know for a fact, I know the true stories. You can't make this shit up. You just can't.